On October 24th, 2017, I achieved something that many people, including me, thought of as absolutely impossible. I was the first person in the world to ever beat Super Mario 64 from start to finish blindfolded. I collected a total of 16 stars and finished the run with a final time of 3 hours and 11 minutes. Since then, I made it my hobby to chase the impossible and beat more and more games blindfolded. Every now and then, me and the community came to problems that we thought of as impossible. If you would have asked me after my 16-star run, will a 70-star speedrun ever be possible? I would instantly say, absolutely not, it's impossible. And yet, just 2 years later, Cartoon24 beat the game for the first time in the world with 70 stars in 8 hours, 35 minutes and 5 seconds. That achievement gave motivation to the community that it might be even possible to improve 16-star further, so I set out and did it. In September 2018 I got the first sub-hour run in Super Mario 64. Then in August 2019 the first sub-50 and the first sub-40. I thought it is as optimized as it gets, and yet again the impossible was made possible. Nobody joined the community and drove down the 16-star world record to a 23-minute time and 70-star to a 1 hour 26-minute time. I never in my life thought that I can even get close to this blindfolded speedrunning deity that nobody is, with this extremely optimized gameplay and godlike skills. My personal best was more than 10 minutes behind at this point. But with time, I got better, I got greedier, and I wanted more. And so I grinded the life out of me, and after more than 3 years of practicing, I actually got the world record back into my hands. In the meanwhile, people also speculated. Imagine if a 1-star run will ever be done blindfolded. 1-star is a category that contains incredibly difficult tricks that only a few players in the entire world can even do visually. I called them insane and continued my life without giving it a second thought. And yet, once again, 1 month later I was standing there with the world's first blindfolded 1-star run. Now, where does this madness end? Will we ever stop reaching for the impossible? The basically only thing left to do in this game was to beat it 100% with all 120 stars, and people just kept asking me about it. I said that it will never ever happen, not even segmented. And I guess at this point you know where the story is going. After 1.5 years of practice, I stand here with the world first blindfolded 120-star run on my back. During my years of blindfolded speedrunning, I learned something. No matter how impossible something seems, with enough dedication and patience, it can be made reality. All of this is part of history forever now, and the good thing with speedrunning is there will always be a next barrier that is impossible to breach. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I made this video today, because from today on, not 1, not 2, nor 3 barriers will be broken. Today, we will revolutionize blindfolded speedrunning forever. It all started when my good friend Nico wrote me a message on Discord. Listen Bubzia, I have an idea. After I heard the idea with my more than 5 years of blindfolded SM64 experience, close to all blindfolded world records on my back, as well as the only 120-star completion, I literally laughed it off and said, that's impossible, there is no way I will do this. And and yet we are here today. I present you the puzzle piece to probably the biggest blindfolded SM64 revolution since beginning of time. Enjoy. blindfolded Dark World Reds in around 1 minute and 20 seconds. To the normal eye, this might not look like much. I have done Dark World Reds before in my 120 star run. Why is it now so important? What does it mean for Super Mario 64? Well, the first thing that will happen from now on are new routes for most major categories. 120 star simply sees a 4-minute time save over the previous strat. 70, 50 and 31 star will have one more really fast star to choose from, which will result in big route changes. Especially in 70 star, we will now be able to skip the infamous penguin skip that killed so many of my runs before. All of that is irrelevant though. The by far biggest change will occur in 16 star. Now that we have Dark World Reds enabled for runs, we could theoretically go for a blindfolded LBLJ route that skips some current stages entirely. Of course, this comes with an incredible increase of difficulty as well, but what is the time save of that in 16 star though? Well, it's a whooping 30 seconds, let's go! But wait, hear me out. It is much more than that. If you look closely in my current world record run, you can see my sum of best on my splits. Do you understand what I mean? This new strat here, this new discovery, it gives us hope. Since this strat was realized, both me and Nico have been theorizing new strats and optimizations in close to every stage in 16 star. Maybe you have seen some crazy strats recently on my Twitter account, like Logless, Owless, and the Visual Talon strat. That was no coincidence. With all these new time saves, I calculated a theoretical sum of best time of a low 19 minutes. That would give us just about a minute of leeway for the ultimate goal. And to hell with it, my friends. This is more than enough for me. It will be horribly painful, but this time for once, it will not be me saying that it's impossible. I am confident and I want to make it happen. I want to breach the impossible. I want to write history with the world first, not sub 23, not sub 22, and hell not sub 21 time in SM64. My friends, see you soon. I'll bring victory home with the proof that humans can beat Super Mario 64 blindfolded in under 20 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. I hope you are just as excited as I am, because this will be crazy. This will be absolutely crazy. Big and extremely big shoutouts to Nico for coming up with this whole idea with Dark World Reds, for developing strats with me for new optimizations. Really appreciate it. As well as always my Patreons, Zeexmany, Benlitz, Bob Farrell, and Boris. Thank you very much. I want to just quickly say thank you to every one of you, of my viewers, for hanging out, for enabling me to do these blindfolded speedruns as much as I do them. If you are interested in this upcoming grind, definitely come hang out on Twitch for my streams. I will start streaming 16 star very soon, and it will be quite the mentally taxing grind, I think, so I appreciate every comment, every chatter that is hanging out there with me. And that's it, basically. Have a nice day, thank you for watching, and see you around. Bye bye.